Go back to the other desktop. Minimize. I not tested the audio yet. Let's test it. Hello? Stream. Perfectly working. Close everything. So it doesn't take useless bandwidth. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, and then we need, of course, the usual game of the afternoon. Here it is. War Thunder. So we can now look at the room. Look at this. Isn't it cool? We're like in cyberspace. Actually, the virtual reality seems more real than reality like this. So I guess it makes sense in a way. You can sort of tell what some of these things are. Like, this is a joybird, you see? You can sort of tell what it is. But just somewhat. Go. We're even more immersed like this. Reality is no longer real. You see how better it works when there is light, because if someone of you was here this morning, actually you could see almost nothing. There was just not enough light. It seems not many of you actually like rally games. Maybe I switched the morning game for something else. Not many people showed up. Oh. You see how the wheel moves by itself? It's a bit startling. While the game loads, sometimes it starts to move by itself. Today I'm a bit allergic. I'll say sorry in advance. And turn off the camera because now we're getting serious. Hi Austin, thank you for liking my post. Thank you for liking the post. Let's go. Still these Christmas decorations. Maybe it's a bit past, no? Today is the day of the big gift. Look at this. The big gift. No, the big gift is in the sun. Never mind. For a second I had a dream, but the dream evaporated. I don't think I played arcade mode yesterday, so I don't think I will have to load any controls. And let's start this. Well, hoping it takes a different route from yesterday. Yesterday I experienced a dozen of bugs. It actually ruined my performance quite a bit. Sent us to Afghanistan. He's got his eye in the Middle East. I wonder why. I wonder why everyone speaks about the Middle East now. Again, Afghanistan. Let me check the stream. It's working. The audio is working. Everything is working and go. Well, this is a bit of a big map for this kind of planes, but let's see how it goes. I mean, it's not necessarily going to be boring. Besides, we can already spawn in the Mustang, and that is cool. Here is the Mustang. You can even look at the room while you're flying, actually. But I don't know if it's worth anything. Actually, creates quite the confusion. Oops. Also, I'm noticing only now that the wheel is a bit too low. I hit it with the legs. Really soft touch while taking off with echo. We're at beginning. It hasn't happened to me in some days, mind you. And now I do it again. This is the difficult. All because I was thinking with my head about the wheel that was a bit too low. This is the danger of taking off with the Mustang. It still happens to me. Well, actually, it hadn't happened in more than a week. But I guess there is always time. And now I can no longer spawn in it. I guess lightning it is. I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't ready. You must always be ready for that plane. It's quite a demanding plane, to say the least. The Mustang. Yeah, the Mustang. I think it does it not only because you pull the stick, but also it's the torque of the engine. You have to increase power more slowly, and I knew it very well. And I know it very well. I say it every time, and yet sometimes I still do the stupid thing. I guess lightning it is. This one doesn't do it at all, because it's twin-engined, so it's the safest plane to take off in, by far. Nice beginning. Haha, already at that. Hi Roland, thank you for liking my post, even after this ludicrous display. What do we have? No objectives. No, equally. Win air supremacy in E6. To the right of me, and then let's overfly the mountains of Afghanistan, I guess. I see there's quite a few players on the enemy team, while almost none on our own, and it is not good at all. we will be in inferior numbers. Let's hope it doesn't put us into trouble too soon. All around there is no action. Not yet, at least. And now that I upgraded it fully, the lightning is pretty fast. So we will probably reach the action in a minute. Someone's bombing tanks, I see. With an F6F. I really destroyed two. No names, I know. Ah, Yukimura was here yesterday too. Yeah, we met that Yukimura. I remember mentioning his name, and indeed he's good. He's already got 6 player kills, if you can believe it. There aren't even 6 players in the match, so he must have killed some player more than once. What's this sound? What's this sound? That's the sound of an enemy flying. Russian planes. It looked kinda like a yak, but now I don't have the altitude to fight it, because I wouldn't have expected it. It's likely to be the good player, I'm afraid. Probably I should try to escape, you know. But it looks bad. I have to run. I have to run. I cannot fight him like this without the altitude advantage. There's something else coming, am I wrong? Maybe even 2 enemies. I think I'm faster than them though. I lost now. I think I left him behind, but I'm not that sure. I think I dodged one, because to go in a 10 fight against that would have been certain death. This I know for a fact. And he didn't follow. No, here they are. They're fighting between one another. There's 3 people now. Let's go back, because I'm looking for trouble. 3000 altitude now. I'll tell you what it looks like. In my opinion, it looks like 2 AI planes came, and now he's fighting them. Maybe he lost sight of me. So if my theory is correct, that would be him. To the left. And now I have the speed to fight him, but unfortunately it's not him. This is a friend. This is a friendly... Oh my god, what is that? Only Americans on our side. I don't recognize that plane. A Corsair maybe? No. The wings look like a Spitfire. Is it possibly a Spitfire? No. I'll probably soon know it, because I'm faster than him also. I have 2 engines after all. With the wings so low. What is it? Maybe a King Cobra, possibly. Not sure. Hi Angelo, thank you for liking the post. Ah, the objective is no longer up. Now we are protect the attackers in F6. F6? Well, I'm not that far. Ah, I see the formation. Let's go towards that direction. I'm now at 4000 altitude, which isn't bad. For a lightning, it's pretty good. Was terrible. The experience with the Mustang. Hey Nix! Hey Nix, I'm flying with a lightning. Actually, I would be flying with a Mustang if it wasn't for the fact that I broke the Mustang while taking off again. It keeps happening, man. I don't know. Well, no, maybe I know what happened, you know. I had just started the stream, still setting up, and while only half concentrated, I started to take off. Then I noticed that this wheel goes up and down, no? It was a bit too down, and I hit it with the tics, with the knees actually, and couldn't then move the rudder well. And while I was thinking that, I half went with a hand like this to move the wheel, and of course, the Mustang crashed. That's what happened, I think. Also, I am now noticing that I took off with very little fuel, and this could be a problem, but let's see. You never know. Then I had to run from what I presume was a yak, because I found him at the same altitude. So it's not been a good beginning, but there's still time. We just started. And I'm hearing some sound. It's that thing, I believe. Well, you can hear them very far in this map. It's that thing. Let's see if it's something I can surprise. That's the job of the lightning. Yeah, I did. No, I'm doing it today. It seems logical to do. So there, now I'm pointing at them. You see the thing there? That's interesting. Let's see if indeed is what I hope it is. These tracers are red though, huh? But it's shooting above friendly targets. Ah, but we are against the Russians, right? So red tracers is not a good sign. Why are we against the Russians? Everything's a mystery today. Ah, it's the F6F. It's the guy that's been killing tanks. Okay. Ah, but there's two things. I will go after the other one as well. Look how it goes down and up so easily. Again, I am at 3500, it's like nothing. That's the power of the lightning for you. Here you are. Maybe it's even the guy that came and bothered me earlier. Ah, he got lucky. He got lucky. Now he will get the F6F though. Ah, I killed him. It was Yukimura. I killed the Yukimura Hayate. And the one down. Okay.
Gramercy.
What did he say? Gramercy? Gramercy. What does gramercy mean, Nix? This is an English word I never heard. I think he was thanking me. Well, I saved this, but he should. 20 minutes of fuel. Why the fuck did I forget to put the fuel? I even put it in the stream's description, and I also did it. I forgot to put the fuel in the plane. Although I must say it does make the plane more maneuverable. Have you seen the turn I made? Thank you, Nix. It turned really well. 20 minutes is plenty to get into trauma. Yeah, I imagine. These are the ground attackers. Protect the allied attackers. E5. They seem safe enough. Let's go back even higher. Ooh, look at that. Okay, there's a damaged thing above. One in the middle, one below. Haha, as usual. It's always in trees. The damaged one looks inviting, even though it's higher than me. It's a big plane, isn't it? Okay, it's a jug. No, it's a lightning, excuse me. I still don't remember the numbers. And that, does it look Russian to you? To me it looks kinda Russian. It could be the culprit. I think it's the Operation Frost plane again, possible. The one that has a crazy dangerous rear turret, if so, but it's not him, because the rear turret isn't shooting. I think I know what it is. It's probably my second kill, that's what it is. Did he go down? In theory, it should have gone down. Well, I no longer see it. Isn't that thing? No, it's the one going down. Ah, it's the one going down. Should impact the ground. Now, you know what? I think the thing I saw going down was actually a piece of the plane, but the plane is still in the air, and now it's bothering that Kapan guy again. Yes, indeed, he didn't die. That's crazy. I saw the piece of the plane falling to the ground. Unfortunately, another piece of the plane, including the pilot, is still in the air. And now I wonder which is... That's Kapan, because it's shooting the ground troops. Ah, this is also a friend. Now we're low, but we're also going very fast. Above 650. Let's see if that's him. I'm not so sure, but I think so. Yes, indeed. Ah, it's a Sturmovik. Okay, it's a Sturmovik. It's not like it can go anywhere. It's a big, heavy plane. Yeah, you are. You got lucky for once, but you will not be always lucky. Against the agility of the lightning, you are harmless. So why isn't a rear gunner shooting? Maybe it's the variant of the Sturmovik without a turret. There is one. Reloading. It's going down, I think. Isn't it? So now I understand why he didn't die. It's a freaking Sturmovik. These things are indestructible. Now it's dead though. What's the year to ammo? I think I have to go and resupply not only for the ammo, but actually I still have ammo. And also I still have fuel. Well, maybe no. No need to resupply. Even though it's so close to the base and I would rather fly a different plane now. Let's go to the base. It's so in front of me. I mean, it's calling. Ciao. Vieni pure qua? Ok. Ciao. Speaking to people in the house. And let's go. Nix, you have the right advice in mind. I will do exactly as you say. I think I'm too fast to land though. Wait, don't lower the gear yet. You have to slow down first. Do be careful landing on a centered manner. Not really, because this is just a game, right? I can even land like so. It will still count for a landing. What a landing. What a landing. Only in Afghanistan you see such landings. Probably it was even better, so I didn't disturb the P-40 guy. Okay. You're right. He's a samurai, so he's bound to do such things. They hold their grudges, these guys. Yeah. I always have to break something when I land, otherwise I don't feel good. Actually, I broke the entire wing. Oh my god, this thing is fragile though, huh? What did I do? Just a little power slide. It's okay, I didn't count for that, so it's good. It's all good. Real life, a landing from which you work is good. In War Thunder, a landing that doesn't count for that is just as good, no? Let's look at the room again, just to be sure. Nothing is going to take me by surprise. Including this wheel here. Oh, it's already done. I wanted to be a bit of a show-off, but now there won't be time. And now I can spawn in something more expensive. Like, for instance, can I maybe spawn in the Corsair that I loved so much? And perhaps today be able to use it? No, not yet. I can go with this, the Black Widow, but I don't feel ready for the Black Widow yet. Let's go with the Mustang again. I want to see if today I'll be able to fly the Mustang. Ah, wait. Check two things. The fuel and the takeoff. Cover the surveillance. Protect the attacker in F3. Well, I might start from here then. F3. If the game actually listens. It doesn't always do it. Yeah. And now nothing to distract me. I shouldn't break another Mustang, I hope. Let's go with the Mustang. Well, already it's going. Today is not a Mustang guy, Nix. I don't know what the fuck is the problem with the Mustang today. Look at this, it doesn't even want to go straight. I won't touch the controls, that's the secret. You only touch your pedals, but do absolutely nothing. Maybe just a tad bit. What is it today? Ah, I risk doing the same thing twice, really, huh? Good thing. Well, actually, I did crash, but it didn't count for a crash, so maybe it's a different kind of bug. But it's one bug I can get behind for sure. Oh my god, I was going to break another Mustang during takeoff. What is it today? Well, good thing it didn't happen. The first day I unlocked this plane, I broke it 5 times in a row. It wasn't the best day.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
I bet Kaplan is still... I lowered the flaps. The first time I didn't, but I did it in the previous days also.
Move after me.
Also, I've seen a movie reel that actually said to let. It was from the day actually, from the age of World War II. It said to let the plane take off by itself. Only lower the flaps if you have to take off on a shorter runway. If, for instance, there are potholes in the runway because of enemy attacks, then you have to lower the flaps. Otherwise, they don't even advise that. You just let the plane do its thing. The more you try to control it, the more you risk crashing during takeoff. I mean, 2 targets. One of these could be Kaplan and the other a guy chasing him, I bet. Let's see if Kaplan... Well, Kaplan, not Kaplan. My god, he's at 17 ground kills. 17 ground kills. Here's another VR player. I didn't even know I had a VR player on Steam in my friend list. He started this thing here. FPS VR is my diagnostics. So if he started that, now he's going to play something in VR. I'll have to check later. I didn't even know. I have friends who play VR. No, remember. Yeah, the video. Of course, you are so behind. Well, it was actually, now I will tell all the truth. It was actually a video about the Black Widow. If you see my article about the Black Widow on the blog, it's the first video I linked. It's in English. You can even watch it if you want. And it's a complete manual for the US pilots that explains how to use that plane. But I think the idea applies to the Mustang also. Oh shit. I think he's hunting me. I think he's the guy hunting me. And now he starts turning this way and that. And now I'm very worried. This is the same situation as before with the lightning, except this time he's out for blood 1 and he's already hit me. Second thing, we will have to outrun him. We will have to outrun him bad. Russian planes can't go 700, not even while descending, because they are sure 100% to break the plane if they try to. After all, these things are made of wood. And now I hate it, because in theory I should go and repair. He didn't follow. He knows very well he couldn't follow me. What am I leaking? Fuel? Only fuel. Hi Jacob! Hi, thank you for commenting. No, Nix is right, I have to learn. This is simulation mode. It's the one where you have an enduring confrontation and the objective change during the battle, and the players can try and complete them in sequence. What's taking off there? Also, it's the more realistic mode of gameplay, so you can play it also with mouse and keyboard, but many people use the joystick here, unlike the other modes. That's the reason I like to play this mode in VR, because otherwise with joystick you're not really competitive against other players. It's sim mode, Yannick, thank you. I was a bit distracted, I hadn't read this comment. No, of course Nix is right, I have to take to land. It was really close, by the way. Good thing he didn't manage. Yeah, enduring confrontation simulation mode. Simulator Battles is the actual name of it. Oh, I broke the flaps. I don't care for flaps. We don't need no flaps here. We're post flaps. I'm a bit fast for landing though, huh? But this airfield is pretty big. It's the one for the... Check your surroundings. Okay, I will. This is another wonderful landing. Today I don't really like the runways, I don't know why. Oh god, I'm running definitely out of a runway. What is past the airfield? A lake? No, like it's just the little slope. On PS4, how to set enough commands on a controller, I bet. But there was also a joystick on the PS4, right? I don't know if this game supports it. There was the one from Trustmaster, I had it before this, the one that is in 2 pieces and they actually snap together. It's supported officially by Ace Combat, but I bet you can use it also on this game. And actually I played this game with a very joystick, even in VR, for a long time. I think it's called the Precision something. It costs very little, like no more than 50 euros /dollars. Yes, I mean on PC actually. This is the PC version of the game. I also played on PS4 for a long time though.
We are losing.
This is a game I've played for ages, you have no idea, man. This and World of Tanks, both. Too bad World of Tanks still doesn't have an actually good console version, unlike War Thunder. In that regard, it's much better. I can imagine, Nix. We don't have cross gameplay, right? I cannot play together with PS4 players, or can I? That would be cool. Unfortunately, I know the stance of Sony on the matter has never been the best. They've always been against crossplay for some reason. At least until Fortnite came along, then they make an exception for that game, because of course everyone is making an exception for Fortnite for some reason or other. The best setup I found was a Thrustmaster HOTAS. Yeah, the one I was speaking about. It is. Is it? If you want, you can come and play, Jacob. That would be my honor to have you on the stream. If we can manage to set it up. In any case, I've owned the joystick you're speaking about. It was the joystick I had before this. And believe it or not, for how cheap it is, it's a good joystick. I like it a lot. For about a year and a half. Then unfortunately, the potentiometer, I don't know if you call them like that, have an asterisk in front of the game tag. Really, then we have none here. It's a pretty good joystick. If I were you, and if you actually enjoy this game, I would get it. While of course you have to check if it's really supported, but I think it is. I bet it is. It was probably the best joystick I had before this. Well, maybe with the exception of the Always Amazon Sidewinder with force feedback. That was an incredible joystick. I bought it in middle school and it still worked until about a couple of years ago. Then unfortunately it stopped working. I had a second engine. No, I was a little worried because that guy with the yak is still hunting me. I'm sure about it. Let's try to call our position, even though not many people seem intentioned in collaborating today. Okay, nearby Hunter, I got the idea. Nearby Hunter, what a name. It's flying the Corsair, right? F4U. It's the Corsair, but it's not the Canon variant. Hi Anant, thank you for liking my post. Should be a Corsair. What are we? 4,000. 4,000. You tend to climb much more on this map. Probably because of the mountain. In watching your videos, when I get back into the planes, switch to tanks because it requires less controls. Maybe it's time to go find a HOTAS. Well, in my opinion, it's worth it. I enjoy the planes a lot, especially in VR. I also enjoyed the tanks for the longest time, but in VR, unfortunately, it's not very well made. The controls for the tank in VR don't work very well. Is it? I didn't notice. It's true. It's true. Yes, you're right. So we are indeed playing with PS4 players. Because the name, it does it. There's two of them actually. Now I'm looking, I don't know what I looked at that earlier. Actually, formation flying with a couple. There's two players with asterisk. So that's something new we learned. I'm also flying the wrong way. There's no objective in this direction, probably because I went after that guy. And what does it say? Protect the attackers in C5. Let's head for C5. We can easily go there now. I'm very high and therefore safe. Right, 2 kills, come on, we started well. I believe, okay, these are probably friends. I'm looking towards the friend territory now. So now that I have a clear idea of the direction I'm flying, unlike a little seconds ago, I can go towards the objectives again. So no, as I was saying, to play the tanks in VR is actually a lot of fun and quite immersive. At first it was probably the thing I played the most with VR. And ride on me. But there is a big problem. When you play tanks with mouse and keyboard, but you are in VR, actually your view doesn't turn with the turret, but it turns with the actual hull of the tanks. Which means that when someone comes to your side, you have to actually turn your head And if it comes from behind, you're not even going to see it. It's terrible, really. They should look into that. There must be a better way. Also, there's another problem. When you play the tanks and you're using the scope of them, you have this huge view that takes the entire VR screen, and it doesn't move with your head. It moves with the mouse, and that's very nauseating. And the one with the head are Xbox accounts. Good to know indeed. I should have known it already. Unfortunately, I didn't. What do you think are we looking at? In my opinion, there could be an enemy among them. Let's go and check it. We can swoop down and zoom them well from this positioning. And boom them well and zoom them well. And boom and boom and zoom and zoom. I will take a closer look. Right now, while he's pointing at the mountains, no? So he cannot escape. I'll have to check. Maybe I should go for the one behind first. But the one behind is shooting the one in front. No, because the enemy is Russian, we cannot tell by the traces if it's friend or foe. But let's follow the one in the back. It's always the safest bet. Also, this looks Russian to me. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. It's hard to hit things with the... Damn it, it's hard. These cannons require much more finesse. That's a bit of luck. Oh, he's pointing on me. But I'm much faster than him. Let's see if he's so dumb as following me while I go upwards. That would be his demise. You want to race to the sky, man? Actually, he can make it. He can make it. Damage a bit of my wing, but not badly. I lost sight on him. He's a good pilot, though, huh? He's probably the ace guy. Here you are. Accelerate, accelerate while calling for help. Yeah, it has an ending. You see the color bars on top? They actually deplete as the battle goes on. The first team that finishes its bar is finished. It loses. And the outcome of the bars is depending on the actual objective that we complete. No, that was Klim Stoller Rus in a Yak 1B. I wouldn't have thought it, the Yak, to be this maneuverable. Ah, damn it. It's a damn shame. I for sure thought I had the advantage. This was quite surprising. Jump, yeah. I was trying to jump. Yeah, sorry. Well, I tried to save him, and in the end, I was the one who would have needed saving. Okay. It's certainly harder to hit things with the guns of the Mustang, much harder than the other planes. So, tell you what, let's do the crazy. I just cannot resist the allure of this plane. It also carries bombs. Should I go with the Black Widow and carry also bombs? I mean, it's not like you can get in a turn fight when you're flying this. Yak 1B, yeah. But Nix, I wouldn't have thought the Yak 1B to be able to follow me like that while going straight vertical. It was quite surprising to me. Ah, so here are the bombs. Did this plane actually get used as a ground attack planes back in the day? Because I don't think I've read anything about it. But I believe if this loadout exists in the game, it must have existed for real. To bring 4 big bombs like this makes it actually a pretty good ground attack. We also experienced yesterday the power it has when you're attacking small targets with the cannons. Should dip slightly outside of its turn before firing. You mean the Yak 1B? I think you mean that. Let's go with the Black Widow. I will spare you the details. I've been saying the same things every time I start in this plane. Now, if you watch the stream, by now you know it. Otherwise, read my article. That is if you're Italian, otherwise you cannot read my article. Well, go Google it. I won't repeat my same things again. But it's such a cool plane. At least that I will repeat. Attention to the map. Ah, okay, so already we are in danger because people are above and I am below. No, it's not your fault, Nix. It's just the distance we have between ourselves. We still have... Yeah, yesterday among the many bugs I encountered one where my mouse pointer disappeared, and thus I was unable to use the turret of the plane, which in the case of this plane is actually a very, very bad thing. Is that the convoy? Destroy the enemy convoy, B3, yes, yes. Well, with 4 bombs on board and also the cannons of this plane, the convoy is very inviting. I will also put the radar to the maximum range, because it's already not the biggest range. Maximum 18 kilometers. Just in case we get the chance to use it. And also let's hope the guy with the Yak 1B doesn't find me, because if he comes from above I'll be in big trouble. This is an easy plane to spot. That's a bit worrying. But it's not coming, okay. Why is the turret pointing at the sky? Yeah, bring the turret behind. What's that? Oh god, what is that? How far is the... Still far. Here you are... No, it's a friend, okay. Let's ask for cover.
Need backup.
Will you cover your big bro, man? I'm so big, I need cover.
Need backup.
He doesn't care the slightest. I'm going to destroy the convoy, come on, it's for the good of the world, he doesn't care. I'll make some green smoke just to protest, but just a little, because I don't want to be spotted by them. What are we going at? Well, I'm pretty slow, even though I'm high. I better accelerate. You like my pin-up on the wing? Actually, it looks like shit. I have no idea why. When you're playing in VR, it seems all the textures get downgraded in this game. It's the only game that does it. It's the only game. Well, the inside of the cockpit is okay, but all the exterior textures, despite having them set at maximum detail. So I've had some people complain because my details seem to be set too low. Actually, they aren't. Well, a bit, yes, but not to the minimum. There is something at work that is done by the game itself. It tends to scale things, because I'm doing VR. What are these? These look ominously like... I'm not above the base, no. Don't scare like me. Don't scare me like that. Just stray shots from the ground. Also, I have to be careful, because this plane overheats. I discovered it yesterday. Overheats like crazy, and once it overheats, it never cools off. Yeah, thank you, Nix. I was thinking just the same thing. Yeah. I broke it yesterday I broke it like that, just by going too fast. After a while it overheats, bam, broken, dead. And look how long it takes for it to cool off. You have to be very careful. For being such a big plane, you wouldn't think it to overheat so easy. Starting to do my run on the convoy. Since I'm aligned correctly, and I believe it should be on the actual rod, right? This thing can go pretty fast. I don't care for the dive. Let's go. I will try to spot it in advance. Lying my chin on the very convenient wheel, it works very well for this. It's more to the left, so the rod should be this. Here it is, here's the little convoy. Ah, look at the little convoy. Already I broke one. Bomba, bomba, bomba! Boom! I made a killing. How many did I kill? 4! Did I complete the objective? No, there's still more. Let's go for a second pass. While hoping the Yak guy doesn't come, because if the Yak comes, I'm in big danger. Oh my god, it takes so long to turn in this thing. I will turn left, since like it will give me the best trajectory. I'm absolutely going for a second pass. I don't see why I shouldn't. If you are high level crew maintenance, you will help with the time problem. Ah, cool, Nix. Unfortunately, my American crews are still not very trained. I've been playing the American side not for long. There's a plane coming though, you see it. Well, to fly low with this plane is less problematic than you would think, because it's got such good turret on top. It's very well protected from the top. I think I hit it, but that's armored. It's not going to die as easily. They're all tanks. I think it's useless to go for more passes. They're all tanks. If I had more bombs, sure, but I dropped all my bombs on the first pass. Well, we did enough damage in any case. Let's go back at altitude and see if we can find a bomber or something else to intercept. They just intercepted the ground surveillance plane. These two things, what are they? They could be enemy AIs. That put me in second position, by the way, good. Let's go check these two. How's the temperature? It's already in the yellow, you see.
We're ahead of the enemy.
It's already in the yellow. Enemy airfield. What's that smoke? It's a possible threat. It's a possible threat. That's the yak, I bet. It's got to be the yak. These enemies. Let's do a turn and check it out. Bump the headset. Yeah, it's the enemy. And I lost the pointer just when I needed it the most. It's another one. I don't think I live long. Here he comes, here he comes. It's just giving something to think about, no? Do you like it, man? Come, come. Do you like it or not? I bet you don't like it. He's going back, what? I didn't really scare him. I think he's had bad experience in his curriculum with Black Widows if he's not chasing me. But I hear another strange sound. Where am I, by the way? I'm going back to base. That's good, that's good. We can resupply and maybe even spawn in the Corsair after the points I got for destroying the... He didn't follow, yeah, he didn't follow. I scared him. I scared of the turret. So this turret is actually pretty good.
I beg your pardon?
Let's go back and land. I will spawn in the Corsair this time. I bet I have enough points. Finally I get to use it. The 5.0 rank plane. No, I know, Nix, I'm going back to base. Luckily I'm not that far. I'm trying to keep the throttle fairly close. What is that? That's an enemy. I'm in big, very big trouble. Did he disappear? Where did he go? It looks like something that's preparing for a run. Not that sure about it though, huh? No, I no longer see it. If he was actually an enemy, he would have come by now. Here's the airfield. Let's go down. I think I'm almost safe now. It would be quite a feat to kill me at the very last second. Well, it was a fairly successful sortie, you know? To destroy the entire enemy, almost the entire enemy convoy. Have returned safely to base also, that's an important part. And I better not speak too soon, lest I do something stupid and break the plane. There's actually a guy taking off, by the way. No air traffic control in this game. Pioremkirski! Ah, it's Kobun in the Pioremkirski. Yesterday I thought Pioremkirski was a name of a person, actually it's the name of the plane. Yeah, I won't do the rifting thing, because it seems to break the wings of my plane, so that apparently looks bad with the ground crew. And stop. Well, I wasn't very slow, but I was safe in the end. Repair in 24 seconds. Aircraft refuel. Let's check the stream. It's working. Ah, what nice lighting I have today. For once. It's a Swedish plane. Ah, oh, I shot. I shot because the button that actually opens the upper layer is the same button that makes you shoot. For some reason, you can shoot with this button. I don't know who would want to do it, but you can do it. Let's see if I can take the cool plane. Veteran indeed. No, still no. Okay, let's go with the Mustang again. I'm hoping I don't do the stupid takeoff. I will try to do the smart takeoff. So now we know that the Black Widow can actually be a fairly effective ground attack plane. A very effective ground attack plane actually. This bomb did quite a bit of damage. And also the cannons would have done even more, but these were tanks, I didn't feel like risking it. Okay. Ambush only, you are fighting Russian. No, I well understand it now, Nix. I've seen the effect of these things when you meet them up front. You have to have the advantage of the altitude, otherwise you lose. 100%. I'm also starting to understand, if you can believe it, I'm starting to understand the Russians more now that I play the Americans, because I always played the Russians in a very instinctive manner, but you know it by now. I wasn't the most competitive players before starting to stream. Now I have a different outlook on the situation. What is that? No, it cannot be an enemy, we're still above the airfield, I mean. When you see something above you, already you worry. No, it's going its own way.
The enemy has captured a zone.
Hostile team has stopped capturing the zone. Ah, he captured them. Then we know there's enemies there at the zone. Strange fact is that I see three teams, no? So in theory, these are the Guardian planes, I hope, because if they're not the Guardian planes, I'm in deep shit. But what is the other one? Yes, these are the Guardian planes. Well, probably it's also lagging or something. You see how it teleports? Teleports crazy bad. We're going 3000. It's the same against the Japanese. Yeah, I learned it while I was playing with Kart. I saw how well he uses the Japanese Zero to make a difference in battle. The Japanese and the Russians are really agile planes. But I think the Russians are a bit faster, right? Otherwise the Yak carrier wouldn't have been able to follow me. That is, the tactics I used when I was in the Mustang earlier probably would have been good for the Japanese, but it wasn't for the Russians. So they indeed can climb better. That's my feeling, at least. Still teleporting back there. I think I know what this email is, huh? I would have bet on it. There's some guy probably in charge of the mailing list of, I think it's an health center or something, I have no idea. Has sent me like 5 emails since this morning, and I presume it related to an entire list. Huh? As someone who had mail list management in its job description previously, I know what kind of bad mistake that is. Everyone is going to unsubscribe at the end of the day, and I guess he deserves it. Because he's annoying as fuck. Let's check that thing out. Heading towards... Well, it could be an enemy. Let's check it out. It's again Kobun. Kobun really likes to fly low, huh? Even too much, maybe. Well, of course, he's doing mostly... I know, it's Kobun, it's not Kapan. There's two guys with a K starting name. Kobun and Kapan. What a duo they are. Protect the Allied convoy at E4 completed. Cover the bombers G3, protect the light convoy, destroy the enemy convoy, nothing of interest for us. Let's overfly the front lines and see what we can find. The thing is still teleporting. Look at that. Now it's going to teleport again. It's a glitch in the Matrix, I guess. The Matrix is glitchy today. Ooh. Well, probably it's Kapan again. Or Kobun, who knows? Or Koban or Kopun. Should practice stealth round gunnery sometimes. I know it's hard, but it's worth the effort. Well, I bet with the Mustang I wouldn't be able to hit anything with stealth ammo. Maybe on the other planes. I think the Jag would be good for it, because the Jag has so many machine guns, it's actually hard to miss things. Look at that. They're firing. Let's go there. It's above the ground, of course, it's above the ground, but... So that's either Kaban or Kopun, one of the two ground attack guys. And he's being chased by the enemy. I bet he will appreciate my help. I will signal my position just for the sake of it. The famous ghost plane of Afghanistan. Well, where to go? It's a good question. I will probably go for the one that is higher first, but never mind. No. This is probably the enemy. I want to be the pessimist here. It's the enemy. No, it's Kapan. Okay, so that's the enemy of Kapan, which makes it also my enemy. Let's go, Kapan. Ooh, I blacked out. Come on, pilot, recover. On me. And this time the Mustang run seems to have gone correctly. I saw big pieces come off of it. I think it's going down, yes. Should go down. I heard the sound of a plane going down. Okay, it was a Yak 1B. They're still fighting there. Who's that? Kaban or Kopun? I feel like I'm with the 7 dwarves. I ask for cover even just for precaution, you know. Good shot. Thank you, Nix. Let's see if we can follow up with another. I hear sounds of engines coming from every side now. Is that the enemy? If that's the enemy... No, that's Kapan. So that's an enemy chasing a friend, and Kapan is chasing the enemy, and now I'm chasing Kapan and the enemy. I guess I can get into the party. He's gone down. Almost stole his kill. That would have looked bad. What else do we see? That thing. Anokata. Dareka? What the fuck? That's the Sturmovik from before. Let's go after the Sturmovik. He certainly cannot turn as well as me. Here it is. No, I don't like my altitude, because for what I know, probably there's more enemies close. And in fact there are. And unfortunately they also hit me. Too bad, because I would have got the Sturmovik kill, 100%. Killed by a P-60D. There's no religion by now. Every plane from every nation is on every other nation. All people do whatever they want. That's the magic of premium planes. No, but that's actually the Air Cobra, isn't it? So it is a Russian plane, made by the Americans, but it is a Russian plane. I guess it just doesn't make sense for me to fight it, but that's another thing. Doesn't make sense, right? What sense does it make? Let's go with the Jack, just because I haven't taken it yet. I was Yukimura. He took me before I could. But put some fuel in it this time, thank you. I want to go with the bombs. There are so many ground targets. I want to go with the bombs. I will release the bombs and then try to make something of the Jag, just because I haven't flown it yet today. And this is a plane I started to understand, actually. I hated it at first, but when he does it very well. You have to be an ambush predator also with this, of course. King Cobra land leads to the Russians. Yeah, but the Americans are now fighting the Russians. How's that? That's quite surprising. Let's see me regret flying with the Jag. Or maybe I won't, who knows. Full loadout of bombs, just because I enjoy the ground attack role. Believe it or not, I do. Bebert lift off. Combat proven, didn't read the name of the plane though. So this is the, you know it right, this is the bathtub of the sky. It turns like a bathtub, but also it is just as hard when it falls on your head, and you have to play a bit like Super Mario with this. You only attack from the top, and when you come from the top, you shoot with 8 machine guns. You can imagine the kind of damage it does. You can easily imagine it. Also it carries a lot of bombs. It can do a lot of damage to the ground troopers, and actually that's what I want to do. But if someone jumps on me, of course I will drop the bombs immediately. You cannot fight with the bombs under. They're very heavy.
Guide on me.
These must be ground attack planes. Right, there's so much stuff. Cover the bombers, protect them, destroy. The bombers in C3. So yeah, I think I'm looking at the bombers. Now if that guy comes in the friendly territory and is already hunting for me in the Jag, I'll be in trouble. But if he's unprepared,
Returning to the base.
I can set him fire in a second. Bravo, he says. Cabana and Copoon are actually both very good, look at that. The first and second player in team. Cabana and Copoon. There's another couple of Jags. P-25, which is doing his bomb runs, I bet. The best plane to fight the Russian at this rank is F2A3. F2A3, can you say its nickname? I'm still not very good with the American series number. What is that? Nani desu ka? I don't think I'm doing a smart thing. That's probably a friend. Let's stay up high. I'll go along with the plan I outlined at the takeoff. A real life Japanese pilot. Really? Really? He's actually a pilot in real life. How do you know him? My god, you know everyone in Mortana. Ah, the Buffalo, okay. The best plane to fight Russians at this rank is the Buffalo. Unfortunately, I'm no longer bringing the Buffalo into battle because it was ranked below. I'm actually that superficial a person. I don't look at the true meaning of things, because you're right, the Buffalo was a great plane. Now, I'm a little regretting it. Maybe I'll take it out of the garage again. Let's go for this ground attack run. Let's hope I don't regret it. These should be all enemies. Yes. These are enemy tanks, okay. I think I took out the tank. But now I also someone is shooting at me. Yeah, I took out the tank. Well, good, you can't really expect to destroy more than one in a fighter. Now we're no longer encumbered by the bomb. Let's go and cover the ground attack planes. In the Jag, of course. Look at the radiator opening by itself. Ah, no, it's a Japanese player, okay. For a second I thought he was referring to a true pilot. I mean, that's never impossible, right? There must be some real pilots that play this game. Maybe they prefer Sturmovik or the other more realistic ones, but still, what is this? Two things. I will follow this one. It looks more inviting. I don't know why. I'm asking for cover. No, that's Russian. 1900%. I definitely hit him because it's very hard to miss with the Jag, as you can see. But now if he gets to a turn fight, I'm in big trouble because this thing, as I said, doesn't turn at all. But I think he's already falling. Yeah, indeed. No, I stole my kill. Well, okay, I got the assistance on it. I mean, he still got the kill thanks to me. He stays also in the family, right? You see how it is. When you shoot with this, you hit. There is no way of missing when you shoot with the Jag. There's another thing there. It seems like an enemy. Indeed, and I'm positioned well. Go. Go. You know what? I almost feel like I can hit him, even from this distance. Got plenty of ammo here. No need to save it. And damn it, I didn't. And now I'm in trouble. Because I can't do anything if he starts to turn. I'm in big trouble. But I have a friend. I'll be the bait here. Let's hope he can do the turn and protect me, because I can do nothing. I should have waited more before shooting. Well, I'm very lucky. He managed to shake him off me. Now I'll assist him. That's good. He saved my butt. He even got the kill. Actually, I think the Yak stalled and killed himself. But still, it's good. It's good. I had trust in my team, and for once, my team did what I expected them of doing. Let's look at that also. I have 3,000 points now. Okay, it's Kobun again. Thank you, Nix. Also a bit of luck, no? But you taught me also. You taught a lot of things to me. I probably wouldn't have played like this before starting to read your comments.
On me! Move after me! On me!
Let's go to him, I guess.
Attention to the designated grid zone!
Yeah, that's the enemy airfield, by the way. The point is clicked. I think he's going to attack the Guardian planes. It seems like a risky proposition because he's now overflying the actual base. But maybe he knows what he's doing. I won't go there for sure. That's suicide. With my plane, at least it is. But now probably he's luring them away from the base, because if that's him, he's bringing them away. So maybe he wanted my help to kill them while they chase him. Let's go and check it out up close. And there are 4 planes there. Signaling my position again. Let's see if he responds.
Guide on me.
No, this is someone else. Okay, in any case, I'm going there, of course. Ooh, there's one at my same altitude. Look at this, look at this. And certainly faster than him, very likely. Okay, that's Capan. So I was listening to Capan earlier. It's not always it's not always easy to read the name of people while you're playing in VR, because you don't have the handy map. You don't have the writings on the bottom left, no? That tells you the name. I won't shoot early this time, it didn't pay off earlier. Okay, that's the enemy. 100%. And unfortunately I shot early. Okay, Capan is with me, I guess we'll be okay. He's also flying the... That's the Hellcat, right? It's the Hellcat. Okay, well, if I'm covered by the Hellcat, I feel pretty safe. That thing turns as well as a Spitfire almost. What the hell is he doing? I certainly cannot make that turn in the Jag. And now I'm a bit worried, because why did he do that turn? To put himself behind me. Who would have thought so? Capan, save me. Save me, Capan.
I agree.
Yeah, he got the idea. He killed himself. Okay. Or no, actually Kobun killed him. Okay. Well, I'm still getting lucky, even more. That should have been my kill though, huh? He killed because he was chasing me. At least an assist on it, no? Is that an enemy plane taking off from the field? No, no it isn't. Also it's a bit lame to go for the planes taking off. I've never survived 2 encounters in a Jag. This is a first for me. Usually this plane is a flying coffin for me. But now to get also the kill would be nice. Let's go and check these out. Fast accelerating. Which is the enemy, do you reckon? I think there's a Sturmovik flying. So likely the one shooting from the behind could be the Sturmovik. No, that's Capan. I followed the wrong line. It seemed like traces were coming from its butt, but I guess I looked wrong. That's Comun and Capan. We have both of the gang. And that? Oh, La Luz fan. Yeah, you have no idea. You have no idea, Kay. It's one of the funnest things to play in VR. Many people that have VR don't even know it. This is probably the best game to play in VR. The best, and I put the emphasis on the war game, because we have so many flight simulators, but they're not as fun to play, no chance in hell. This is an actual game, unlike these others. And I assure it is one of the best things you can do with a computer right now. Especially if you have VR, but even if you don't, it's cool. And it's also free, by the way. I don't know if you know the game War Thunder. It's a free game, believe it or not. Or maybe you know it, everyone does by now. Capan, a nearby hunter. What's that? What's that? Ciao! That thing. It's Kabun. Kabun? Kaban.
Reloading.
This. I'm a bit too low and slow for being in a Jag now, though. I'm really stretching my luck. It's the enemy. No. It's Berbert lift off. So is that the enemy? I damaged him, I think. He's not reacting to my attack because he's fixated on the target. You see how he's playing. He only wants to get the kill. So I have a good chance here. He only cares for his kill. And he got it, in fact, but now he's very exposed. I'm sorry for the friend. Let's call for cover just to be sure. I saw a new message, but I cannot look at it yet. I will respond to you soon. Now it doesn't look good. He sounds better than me.
Yes.
But since I have cover, because he's responding to me, I cannot look at the map now. I cannot turn like a Russian, there's no way. But, you know, players make mistakes sometimes, no? He was making one when chasing that target, and also I have help. I'll keep him occupied. He wants to go in the silly roundabout of death. That will probably be his death, because I have cover. So some hit. But I can no longer do it. I lost too much speed. I'm going to stall. Here it is. I hope it is at least. Well, it was an ending, no? At least now we get out of this plane and back to something more spring, you know? We killed each other. I can finally go with the Corsair. Look at this, all my work has been paid. Let's go with the Canon Corsair, the beast of the sky that I so much enjoyed the other day. Last time I managed to play it because it takes a lot of spawn points. Here you have it. This has amazing firepower, probably the best of the bunch in that regard. And all the American planes have good firepower, so you can imagine what that means. It's also another plane that doesn't turn well, but most American planes are like that. This has been my purpose since we started to play, to finally go with the Canon Corsair again. Let's see if we can make it count. Well, maybe against the Russian players you don't even need all this firepower, but it's still good to have. If I find myself a Sturmovik, we're going to have fun. The Sturmovik you can tear through, I bet, in a second. What the hell does my phone keep want? Okay, this is another advertisement, not from the same guy though. Now we're armed and dangerous. Cover, protect the allied attackers, destroy the enemy convoy in D3. Could even go for the convoy in this. Too bad I don't have any ground attack weapons, but the cannons are good enough to destroy tanks, that I'm sure of. If you shoot from behind, at least. The canopy is a bit wrong. What do you mean? It looks good to me. What's wrong with the canopy? Well, the reflection isn't the best, but that's kind of expected. But maybe to go with these cannons against the Russian planes is a bit of an overkill. But still, you never have too much firepower. I would certainly enjoy to find myself a bomber, but no one in the other team seems to be playing that role at this moment. Maybe if the objective comes up. The ones here don't have the two bars above the pilot. Ah, well, it's a shame, really. What a shame. Why didn't they check out their facts? It's not so hard to go and check it out, I mean. They probably thought no one would notice. These are quite big elevators, huh? Look at the elevators of this thing. Or are they called ailerons? Oh, I'm looking ignorant now. What are these? Two planes overflying the battlefield. Could be either thing. These are the ground attackers we are supposed to cover. D3, yeah. They will probably go for a run. I could overfly them because they will probably be attacked. Oh, I'm overheating. Oh my god, good thing I know this. This is another plane that overheats them. My god, I risked it. Now, my theory is that this should go in a dive real soon to attack the enemy tanks, while acting as bait for me to kill the enemy planes. Let's hope so. But in the external view, the canopy is correct. That's why it's funny. I bet it is. If it wasn't sad, actually. It's a bit funny, but also a bit sad. You make a World War II playing games. Make it right, no? Okay, already they are under attack. I will kill probably more than one before I get there. I just have to be careful of not overheating the engine. It's that thing. It's that thing. He doesn't know I'm here, completely fixated on the target. Also a bit careless in the way he approaches them. But are there two enemies, maybe? Ah, luckily they turned this way. Now he's seen me. Now he's seen me very well. I got him! One round. I got it with one round. All it takes is one round from this plane to obliterate the opposition. There's another enemy though. That's the power of the Corsair with the guns, with the cannons. Is that right? Should be that one on the left. That's quite a sniper shot. Ooh, here it is. Wait, it's coming this way. Bam! Did you like it, man? Luckily I didn't get him nice like the other, but he's already damaged. I will chase him, of course. I bet he can't go as fast as me. He's a Russian, right? Ah, he parachuted, okay. I was following something else. So, double kill. Well, I'm starting to like this Corsair of mine, no? It's a fairly good plane, to use an euphemism. Every time I take it, it's fun. The first one was also a lucky shot, mind you, know? But we did save the formation, so it wasn't a waste at all. Double kill, never is. Let's go for the objective. This is the plane where you shoot and bam, the enemy explodes. It's never a bad thing. Boom, 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 exploded. Bam. If I find myself an enemy bomber or Sturmovik with this, if I do, you will see. Things that normally take an entire salvo to be destroyed with this one shot, one kill. Whatever it is, whatever. Of course, you can only spawn one of these in 40 minutes for this level of battles, so you have to really make it count. It's like summoning Cthulhu in a game of... what was the name? Hearthstone, yeah. When you summon Cthulhu at the end of the match. I used to play Hearthstone all the time, then they started to make it go down the drain, basically. They completely ruined the game, made it even more based on luck. It was a good card game originally. It was directly in the right range of your convergence. Yeah, I think also the second one was. It's not like I judged that distance, Nix, I just shot. But I got lucky. And I was there. He just happened to cross the line of my shots. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Under the tree.
And victory will be ours.
Victory will be ours. Well, we are winning actually. That would be nice for a change. Want to be a bit higher though. Also, what is the couple of things? Hi Messi, thank you for commenting my message. Unfortunately, you commented the share, so I can't read it in VR. I don't know if you're listening to me, but I will go and read it after the match. Now I cannot read it, because I only read the comments that are to the video itself, not the shares. That's a limit of Facebook really, but unfortunately it's the way it is made. Okay, we're getting to the objective now, very well above it. Currently seems to be contested. Cool position. Let's see if they respawn. No one responds. Okay, big thing under attack. Let's bet on the fact that it might be astronomical, just because I hope it is. It certainly seems shaped like one. Ooh, there's another team. No, I cannot do that. This is dangerous, man. This is dangerous indeed. This is dangerous, and I'm also dangerous to him. I'm also dangerous to him, to the point that he's actually now dead. I'm starting to like the Corsair even more now. The Corsair. The Corsair of the sky. Where the fuck did the other guys go? I best not get overconfident. Despite the amazing power of this machine.
One more effort, and victory will surely be ours.
It almost feels like cheating. Once per match, you get only one chance to play this. But when you play it, it's like the nuke of Call of Duty, basically. That. I'm overeating. Cross the throttle, man. Why does it overheat so easily? I will read you in a second, Nix. Wait. I'm pointing at another possible enemy. But I'm going too fast. I cannot follow him like this. Let's not give away all the altitude yet. That. What is that? Okay, they're both in front of me. Okay, that's the friend, that's the enemy. That's perfect, that's perfect. That's perfect for me. Nah, I escaped. Now, when we get into the town fight, it's the usual thing. Against the Russians, I have no chance. But the mountains, I think, are to my advantage. You won't be able to maneuver. You got the friend, damn it. Big nose of this plane really covers the object. Now it's bad, it turns bad. It's the Ira Cobra, by the way, I can tell it easily. I spin, okay, recover. It's making blue smoke, it means he's got friends coming. God damn it, he's got friends coming. And they're very close, otherwise he would have turned on the smoke. Damn it. I'll have one chance, this is all I will have. And I cannot reach him. I don't have the speed now. I lost all my speed for the towns. Unfortunately, there's 2 on 1. What can I do? Only try to escape while keep calling for backup. I'm also reading again. What the hell? My engine is so hot. This plane's so hot right now. Is there 3 of them now? This, I think, will be enough to destroy my Awizone plane. Not even it can survive in this situation. Help me, team! Will you help me? The team doesn't want to help. I got him! I got another one, I think. Did I get him? I don't know. Well, I certainly damaged him. I will sell my skin very, very expensively. Good shot again. X10, it's better than way so people comments on the stream. He was directly in the right range for combat. Okay, now I read them all.
Victory will be ours.
You know what? They don't seem so skilled. Let's go back. How much ammo? I still have plenty of ammo. Of course, it's an American plane. Here you are. That would have been too much. That's the Sturmovik, by the way. And the Sturmovik I can still fight. But no one is coming to help. What the hell? Will someone please come and help me? The Sturmovik I can certainly fight. Let's go for the Sturmovik. If I put myself behind that thing, it's toast. You see how afraid he is. He's shooting even at this distance. Since his companions aren't more inclined to help than mine, because he's also completely alone, and now he's making a turn, it makes it even more likely for me to be able to line a shot. I got him, but one round apparently wasn't enough this time, because the Sturmovik is a flying tank. I was sure one would have been, but actually it wasn't. Well, let's see if... Okay, 2 certainly seem to be enough, because the tail is now going down and the plane is following. Oh my god, how many did I kill? I'm at 8 player kills. Can you imagine? Ho ho! I'm feeling a bit invincible now, Nix, so you will forgive me if I'm not as careful as I should maybe, but let's go for yet another target. I mean, these guys are like butter to the guns of the plane. I'm overeating again, what the hell. Still have 500 rounds. The ammo never ends with this thing. And we're also capturing. Okay, I think we're safe now. Apparently that must be a friend, because I'm capturing. Well, I hope, because if it's not a friend... But these are not friends. What the hell? No, they're friends. Okay, they're probably Kobuna and his little friend Kapan. And that's not a friend. Oh! Kobuna and Kapan are with me. I feel safe. Kobuna and Kapan are with me. No, I felt safe before my time. I am a beast. The Corsair is also a beast, but now it's so hot actually that it's on fire. And when you're on fire, what can you do? Yeah, I know. I better jump. Jump! Will you fucking jump? Okay, never mind. But I think it was a kinda good... it was a good fight. I mean, 8 kills. It was a good fight. It was a good fight. 29 minutes to respawn. So this is a slightly higher ranked battle. Let's go with the Mustang again. It won't last long. Ah wait, check the... Where did he spawn me? No, that's good. Yeah, it is. Well, it was a good run. I see not first. Look at that. Ooh, there's a guy that has 16 kills. Oh my god. Well, the enemy team must have been really good then. But still, to me, to get 8 kills is pretty cool. You saw how the Sturmovik broke in half. It's basically impossible to do. That's a very well armored plane. So that's the power of the Corsair with the cannons. It couldn't last forever, of course, but still it lasted enough. Both Kobuna and Kapan are actually better scoring than me, if you can believe it. These two are also beasts. My god, 16 kills. 16 kills. He must be a god. What is that? Didn't even die once. You're right, that's the craziest thing. The other guy, Kapan, died, but he got 35 ground kills, so that's the way he scores so much. They're both good, very good pilots, in my opinion. Also the one that is doing the ground runs. They actually matter even more for the victory of the team, so if we eventually do win, it will be mostly by his doing. Seems likely by the stage of the bars up there. I probably unlock a lot of modules for the Corsair now that I've got so many kills in it. I can't wait. Imagine that plane when it's fully powered up. Imagine that plane. There's so many people with Japanese inspired names. Look at that other guy, Yura Ronin. He's a Ronin, a masterless samurai. Manhim, no, I don't know any one of these. Yukimura is doing a killing too. Look at Yukimura, 17 kills, but he died 4 times. I fed some of these kills unluckily, so I know very well the skill of that guy. I think we will win, but it could still go either way. Let's try to do our best to improve our chances. Recently saw in type Japanese text in the chat box. Yeah, it doesn't sound that Japanese of a name, but actually it's very possibly a Japanese name. It sounds like one. It would be easy to write in the Japanese hiragana alphabet or katakana. Ko-bun. Well, actually Ko-bu-en. We need supremacy, E6, but I'll first check that possible target. How do we... There's a beginner. Ooh, how do I take off here? Never mind, then he understood how to take off. Maybe he tried to increase the power. I can imagine how beastly it is. I can't wait to try it. It certainly was lacking a bit of power with the engine. Also the problem it overheats constantly. Probably that can be improved also with the maintenance crew. But I think the maintenance crew isn't too bad, because I played the American tanks for a lot of times, so probably the support queue should be good. It just overheats easily, that's the truth of the plane. What are they doing? The objective is on the other way. No, I won't follow them, I want to go towards the objective. We're too close to the end of the match, it wouldn't make sense to go and fight these guys. If they don't have battle sense, I don't see why I must lack it also. That in the meantime is along the way. Trying to calculate the trajectory. It's actually a Sturmovik attacking the ground troops, if you can believe it. But he crashed, right? I think he crashed. No, he didn't crash. He's actually trying to get after me, I think. He seems stopped. I think he landed. Is it possible? He doesn't move. No, he crashed, okay. He crashed the Sturmovik. I scared him at the very last moment when he was doing his ground run, and he reacted badly, and he crashed the plane. So it's my merit, but not my kill. He overreacted. My best trick in it was 10 kills, in one fly out of a sortie. I should have seen that video. Do you have a video? I'd love to see it. We have to fly together in these things, Nix. We have to fly together with 2 Corsairs. Let me know when you come online, because I think we can have fun. A squad of these over the battlefield can really make a difference. I hope I'll have it fully upgraded by then. The D model is not that bad. The Corsair D, you say? the one following it. I'm no longer upgrading it now. I'm trying to unlock the other line, the one with the Apache. Is said Apache or Apache, by the way? I think I mispronounced it at least several times by now. Here in Italy, when speaking about, well, I'm speaking about the helicopter, not the plane, we usually say Apache. But I think it's also said Apache, depending on how much you want to adhere to the actual pronunciation rule of the Indian language from which it comes. Well, Indian, Native American language. In any case, I'm grinding that now, no longer on the Corsair line. I'm trying to unlock that. Because it has a lower spawn cost, and actually I would like to have more planes with a lower cost. At the beginning of the match now, I either spawn in the Lightning or the Jag. And while I do enjoy the Lightning, it's not always the right choice, depending on which nations you're against. Why are they also there and not at the objective, now that the match is almost over? Doesn't make sense. These should be friends, I reckon. Never know. No, they're not coming. But, well, there's a lot of stuff here. They will try to cap. I bet Kobun and Kapan are already there. Feels like I'm flying with the 7 duals. Kobun, Kapan, and then what else? It's the one previously. Yes, that's also almost completely upgraded. I even unlocked the rockets for it. So you're saying I could put it into service? Maybe I will. I don't know which. I'm afraid it's on the same crew as the one I just used, though. So I would have to put it out of service. That's a shame. Which is the enemy, do you reckon, Nix? I will bet on the one that's shooting, just because it makes it more dangerous. Let me know I'm here, and apparently I made the right call, because that's indeed the enemy. And unfortunately... the other one crashed. Okay, what was it? An enemy, so that's good. Lost control of his LA7. LA5, I mean. It's not the easiest plane to pilot. A bit like the Mustang in that regard. Shit. He's hitting him hard. You see what it does, the Mustang, when you try to go like this, sometimes it wants to spin, but now I've learned about it, and I'm pretty wary of the things, so it doesn't catch me off guard as often. No, he's got a friend. Am I already on fire? No, actually. But I think I will soon meet the mountain. Actually not. Damn it.
Cover me!
No. I think the tail was broken. He probably had broken the tail. They got the best of me. So what else can we spawn in at this point? Only the lighting, basically. The lighting or the jungle. I'll go with the light. We can spawn much closer though. So that's good. Well, I could in theory. But apparently I cannot. Why cannot I spawn there? Stupid bug. We are captured that zone. So we win, don't we? I think we will win. Would have been too much to ask for two good runs in a row. No, I had to spawn there. Why do I have to spawn there? I wanted to spawn... Okay. I still have only 30 minutes of fuel. Well, it's not like 30 minutes of fuel wouldn't be enough, but let's put a bit more. 45. Also, I have the rockets for the lightning now. But I don't know, put them. Maybe I'll go close to it. Is that the enemy convoy? Actually, it is. I can go and strafe it with the rockets. Let's try. But the game wants me to spawn there, absolutely. It doesn't let me go to the other base, because it's annoying like that. Well, we're still not too far. TJ Rus. It's a Russian. There's 3 guys in a squadron, a Russian squadron apparently. Well, one is from another squadron, but they're flying together. What's this? The weather has worsened. Now we have a very low and thick cloud, it seems. Rocket bazooka. I like the name of it. Let's go and rocket bazooka the ground troops. Is rocket bazooka a verb? In my opinion, it should be. If it isn't, I will make it a verb. Rocket bazooka then. Let's rocket bazooka. How many does it carry, by the way? Only 6. Well, 6 is plenty. I bet if I destroy the convoy, but actually to ground attack with this thick cloud is impossible. So maybe my plan is over before it begins, because how the heck do I find the convoy with this kind of visibility? That's the most annoying thing in the world. But also a truth of life, there's no way to do ground attack runs with this weather. We can try, I guess. It's almost over in either case. It feels like when in Splatoon you're at the end of the match and you start clicking the map in the hopes of teleporting in the action, in the thick of the action. And the little kid turns into the squid that jumps into the air and lands close to his friends, while being often killed. Let's hope it doesn't go as the same way here. We still can count, we still can matter. You are forced to spawn on that airfield because you landed and repaired their PUC. So it makes sense. What am I, under fire? Oh shit, what am I? There's an enemy coming.
Need cover.
It's a big enemy. That's probably to my advantage, because it won't be as good at following me. What is that plane? It looks big. I think it's the one from Operation Frost, right? It's the one that killed me yesterday. These are very OP. They're extremely powerful. I don't think it can turn as well as the Lightning though. It's a big plane. But apparently he can.
Need cover.
He can turn as well as the Lightning. We're doing a turn fight in 2 huge things that actually are not good at ground turning. But unfortunately it was bad. Nix, these planes are OP though. Again I find confirmation of that impression of mine. These things are too powerful for their own good. I'm still flying though. Let's try to escape. I mean, what else can I do at this point? I think he lost me because of the cloud. Good cloud. But I still hear the engine. It's bad, it looks bad. Here you are. Is he crashing? Looks for a second he was crashing, but he didn't. In any case, he lost me. All because of the cloud. No, but it's okay. The cloud saved me. Now why can't I find even the airfield in this cloud? No, but that plane is too powerful. What the hell is it? What the hell is it? What the fuck is that? Will I be able to find the airfield, I wonder. I think he broke a piece of my wing. So, good thing this thing can fly even with a piece of the wing missing. Mission complete. Okay, saved by the bar. It's all good. I made a lot of money. I made a lot of medals. I made a lot of everything. And I got... an order for that. Don't care about it. I have 3 triple strikes. Ground multi-strike 4. Soft landing. Fighter rescue 2. Shadow strike streak. I did a streak of shadow strikes, 3 of them actually. Ground force rescues. And professional 8 times. I came third because these 2 guys were amazing, but still I made a lot of points. This is the wars, this is the battle log, this is the chat history, we don't care. And now I have 230,000 points, credits I mean. I don't know anything about the TS, ma. Well, it was certainly fearful, it was a fearsome plane. What's this? The Black Widow, okay. Well, get the wing upgrade, of course. And I will keep researching the engine. I think that's a plane that needs more speed. In my opinion, it has already enough firepower, but it needs more speed. This is our Corsair, our beloved Corsair. It certainly has enough firepower. Go for the either wings or engine. Also, I can buy the airframe. Look at this. Well, I go with the engine. I always prioritize engine. And that's it, I guess. Yeah. Well, that's it. Oh, finally Kobun died once, but he got 20 kills. Oh my god. Well, I would have another 10 minutes, but another battle is very hard to complete. What can we do the last 10 minutes in this game? That's very little, I'm afraid. We can also start closing. Yeah, it's probably the best call. Well. 10 minutes is very little. To do an arcade battle wouldn't make sense. Let's speak a minute about what we can play tomorrow, since I have some extra time today at the end of the battle. Thank you in any case for sticking to the end. Today we had a very good run. It was satisfying to play, and I hope also to watch. In regards to tomorrow morning, I'm a bit in doubt because I've been playing these days Boneworks, but not many people want to watch it. Research the op plane. Oh, I didn't look at the research planes. The op plane, what is it? Ah, the one that chased me, the TZMA. Well, I'll have to take a look. I'll play arcade mode later in any case. Tomorrow morning, this morning I played Dirt Rally. And it always has its viewers, but they sort of ebb and flow. You never build a community around driving games for some reason. People don't want to watch it for long. So tomorrow morning I will probably either play Boneworks again, just to try it and because I enjoyed it so much, or maybe go to another playing games. What do you say about Sturmovik? I haven't played it in a while, because it's a bit difficult to stream. Thank you, Nix. It was my pleasure having you, it was my pleasure having all of you. It was a lot of fun today. We could go for Sturmovik in theory. I see also there has been an update. When? 18th of December. No, then we already played with this update. It's got some of the same planes. I don't have the Lightning in it though. The Lightning you have to buy separately. But you have the Me 262, the jet. Otherwise we can play DCS also. The one with the modern planes. But that's more unlikely. I don't have any picture here. It's more unlikely, I would say, because DCS is even harder. Sometimes you join the match and you find no one. Well, let me know what you would prefer. I will probably look at the comments later if someone wrote me something. But personally, I think rather than go with this, yeah, it looks cool, but there's a lot of waiting involved. We will probably play Sturmovik, I think, or Boneworks. So let me know. Maybe I should make a poll of it. Maybe I will. In any case, thank you for watching. Now I can start to wrap it up. So, if you aren't already a follower, do follow my page. I would be very glad having you. And thanks again, as always. Ciao from Italy. See you soon. Bye, Nix. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.